Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you had a nice weekend with your friends and family because it's time to climb the ladder on Arena. In order to do so, let's find out which deck performed the best on MTG Online in the standard challenge events. You can find the list on the official website mtgo.com, or as you can see me doing, visit mtggoldfish.com, link in the description down below. Let's start on what happened on August the 1st. One challenge was won by Izzet Cauldron and the other by Esper Self-Bounce. We can see the dominance of Izzet in both of them. Three lists made the top 8, followed by Dimir with 2 out of 8, Esper Self-Bounce and Boros Mice 1 out of 8. The two standouts were Gruul Aggro and Simic Midrange. On August the 2nd, things got interesting. Even if one challenge went to Izzet Cauldron and the other to Dimir Midrange, we noticed some shakeout. Naya Yuna Mono Red, Golgari Midrange and Roots, Hordes of Sack, Azorius Control, and again Simic Midrange. This list actually catch my attention because it's been a while since we saw the Biomancers performing so well in Standard. And look what happened on August the 3rd. Two players managed to reach the top 4 with Simic Midrange. Izzet keeps the lead, yes, but apparently something is already changing. Now let's go deep and see what this list is all about. Quick rest before we dive back into the game. If you like Magic and also like not being naked in public, check out my site Tap That Shirt Shop. We make MTG-inspired shirts for casual players, meme lords, and arena grinders alike. No mana required, just good taste. And here we have it. This is the list. So, Simic, 1 drop. What do we have? Llanowar Elves, of course, to ramp. Popatch Recruit, just 2 of them. Why we can use them? Well, if we are targeted by a spell or ability, we put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, other than this creature. What do we have? Bushwhack is good to fight other creature and also to ramp because you find another basic land. Another 1 drop, Spyglass Siren, 1/1 flying Siren Pirate. When this creature enters, create a map token. So with the map you can explore. When you explore, you reveal the top card of your library, put that card into your hand if it's a land, so you ramp. Otherwise, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Then we have Into the Flood Maw. It's good to bounce the opposite creature and also other permanents. What do we have with 2 drop? Footpits Drowner, good to tap and put a stun on an opponent creature. Subterranean Schooner, good to explore again, and you also need just 1 crew to crew it. Okay, this is a good one. Bristly Bill Spinesower is a legendary creature plant druid with landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and you can also double the number of +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. But the best thing about this deck, I think, is this Xenomorph Imago that came with Edge of Eternities. Is an insect druid with flying, but the most interesting aspect of this card is the landfall ability. Whenever a land you control enters, target creature has base power and toughness 3/3 until the end of turn. If you control 6 or more lands, that creature has base power and toughness 6/6 until the end of turn instead. Okay, so why do I think this is good? Because on turn 1 I can play Spyglass Siren, so it's a 1/1 flying creature. Probably we will not fight many flying creatures against. So at turn 2 we play the Xenomorph Imago, and on turn 3 what can we do? Well, with a land, maybe a land like so we don't have a Fabled Passage in this list, but it's good anyway. We can play whatever land we have in hand. So landfall, my creature is a 3/3 now, and maybe we can also explore and put a counter on it. So at turn 3 we can attack with a 4/4 flying creature. And that what we have at turn 3 we could also play Sentinel of the Nameless City, a 3/4 vigilance creature that whenever this creature enters or attack, create a map token. So again we can explore and find another land, or find or put a +1/+1/+1 counter on one of our creature. 4-drop, well, we have Enduring Curiosity to draw cards, and another new cards from Age of Eternities, Ouroboros or something like that, a plant worm that said at the beginning of combat on your turn put X +1/+1 counters on each creature you control, where X is your creature's power. So we could easily have a board with big creature on turn 4 or maybe 5. Also, thanks to Llanowar Elf, we can ramp a bit. Another thing that I forgot to mention, we have one copy of Surrak, Elusive Hunter, that cannot be countered. It has trample, so tons of +1/+1 counters on him, if you can. And whenever a creature you control or a creature spell you control become the target of a spell or ability an opponent control, draw a card. So the engine is fast. But I don't think it's very fast. You can ramp, yes. Why is good? Well, I told you already. I think having at turn 3 a 4/4 creature with flying attacking is good. I don't see many protection to our creature, because if I pump a creature I should be ready to fight someone that has a removal. But in the sideboard maybe we have something more interesting. Well, unable to screen, yes, it's good against aggro decks. Scavenging Ooze to exile graveyards, very good. Or Heritage Reclamation, very good against Artifact Enchantment. Oh, Tishana Tidebinder, okay, is very good because you counter up to one target activated or trigger ability. We have another Surrak, and this is the only counter that we have in the deck. Repulsive Mutation, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Then counter up to one target spell unless its controller pays mana equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. So this is good against Azorius control. Yes, every control deck that wipes the board, this is the only thing that can save your board to be erased from them. In conclusion, I think that this list is pretty good. Mostly it's fresh because it's different, because the meta is a bit boring in my opinion, with Izzet Cauldron and Prowlers and Dimir midrange that we saw already in the previous meta, before Age of Eternities and before the standard rotation. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this list, this deck, about the meta. And well, that's it. Have some fun, and hopefully see you next time.